Alright, it looks like I'm gonna have to do Jacques' accent, speech mannerism, whatever you want to call it. And I apologize in advance. But here we go. Level 68 Ninja Quest, True Enlightenment, given to us by Jacke. We are currently... If you're curious why I pronounce it, it's J-A-K-E. I don't think it's quite Jacques, but it's also not Jack. So for me, it's just Jacke. I could be wrong, but there's not a quest where they actually have voice acting to pronounce his name, so I actually have no idea. I could look it up, but it might be wrong, so who knows. Anyway, we are in Yonxia, which is in the bigger area of Authard. So you click on Authard, click on Yonxia, and at the Namai, well, the town of Namai. Here we go. Ah, mercy. Oboro got back not long ago, mumbled something about his trip to the village was uneventful, then dragged his beater cases off somewhere or another, looking at the ground all the while. Jacke knows how to read a cove, and something tells me the boy ain't right these days. Like he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. You know the lad better than anyone. You reckon there's somewhere he'd run off to if he were looking to clear his head? My options are mayhap he returned to his village, probably not. His hideout in Eorzea, no doubt, maybe. Is there a waterfall? No. Is there a waterfall in these parts by chance? A waterfall? Now that you mention it, I did hear the sound of running water when I went on a stroll the other day. I'm not quite sure I wheedle you, but if that's what you're if that's where you think the lad is, like as not you're right. Let's go see if we can't ease his cares a bit. He had a habit of being found in eastern... No, wait, no. No, where was it? Upper Lenosha. On this side. The Fool Falls. The hideout would also be a nice secondary place, but it's also really, really far away. And that's probably what Jacke would have told me. Like, you think he'd go that far just to run from his feelings? So we fly northeast. Wow. We find Jacke. We find Oboro, like, in a waterfall. Cool shit, yo. Well, he is in his swim trunks and nothing else. He's like standing under the falls. Ah, mercy. I had hoped to spend some time alone with my thoughts, but it is just as well. It grows cold, and I would warm myself by a fire. Cutscene. We see the very tall stone like pillars of this area with trees kind of growing out of them, or at least the root system. But there are there's greenery, there's like leaves and needles and stuff on these things growing from these really, really tall rock pillar things. You know me all too well, Mercy. I suppose I should not be surprised. Well, you shocked the living wits out of me. I was expecting to find ye in front of the waterfall, not in it. At first I did just that, Captain Jacke, but when listening to the flowing water did not calm my heart as I hoped, I took the next logical course of action. I cannot explain it. I returned to my village, fully expecting to be punished for my deception and chastised for my failure to perform my duty. Instead, I was greeted as a hero, the honorable shinobi who slew the villainous Karasu, traitor to our village and country. He's still in his swim trunks, by the way. But it is all a lie. Master Gakkai was the traitor, and were it not for Karasu, putting aside the foul deeds he performed in service to his final master, my eyes would have been forever blind to the truth. That day I promised Karasu that I would keep the truth hidden, and claim the glory and accolades in his stead. At the time, I thought nothing of it. But it is just too much. Perhaps the man deserved to die for his sins. It is not for me to judge. But does he deserve to go to the grave as a hated villain, while I reap the fruits of deeds I can scarcely call my own? You really are too serious for your own good, lad. Little Jacke tell you a story. Great. Once upon a time, well, maybe not so long ago, there was a Dimber Mort by the name of Milala, a captain of the Yellow Jackets who was always more style than substance, if you wheedle me. Is that the first? Yeah, that was in the, yeah. She was like sort of kind of the villain for the first like up to the level 45. Including the level 45 rogue quest. And then in the level 50 rogue quest event thingy, yeah. Anyway, you've seen it. If you're watching this, you've probably seen it. But she learned the error of her ways. She was very anti-rogue, and then she learned that we're not baddies. Long story short, Mercy and me did ourselves a good deed, but the last took the credit for herself. I forgot about that. Did she really? Did a part of me resent it? Sure, I've got feelings as any other cove, but people in our business, including this Karasu rook, I reckon, need people like her. People stand in the Enlightenments and claim the glory, while we ply our trade in the dark. Malala might not have done the deed, but since then, they say she's a new woman, doing all she can to be the hero that people believe her to be. In not so many words, I guess what I'm saying is, rather than clouting yourself in the knob about glory you feel you don't deserve, why not try to live up to the person your friends would have you be? Oboro thinks on this, head down a bit. Thank you, Captain Jack. I must admit, I'd never thought of it that way. Yay! I can't remember her name, but I love her. Tsubame. Oboro, I forgive me. I've readied the falcons as you requested. Shall we pay Master Kamui a visit? She's fully geared out. Maybe she was shocked that he's in his underwear or his swim trunks. I don't know. Allow me to explain, my friends. Since returning here, I have been researching the history of our village, in particular the life of our forefather, Master Sasuke, in hopes to better understanding our foe and the grudge he bears. The tales say that Master Sasuke came to Doma on a mission so secret no records of it were ever left. Our elders, too, were at a loss. If any possess knowledge of such ancient happenings, they said it would be the old hermit. That is what we call Master Kamui, an elder who retired from his post long ago and now spends his days in meditation at Plum Spring, pondering the meaning of existence to depths ordinary minds can scarce comprehend. Mercy, as my student, you too are an heir to Master Sasuke's legacy. I would ask that you accompany me to Plum Spring, that together we may learn the truth about the father of our art. Will you do this? I give him a nod, obviously. Excellent. Plum Spring is not far from here, but we cannot travel there on land. Tsubame was kind enough to summon the falconer. Let us return to Namai. I'm no shinobi, and I wouldn't know the Sasuke from a hole in the ground, but I'm coming with you. If for no other reason, then I'm dying for a change of scenery. Sorry, grip it and rip it, as they say. On one of the mini podcasts I love, My Brother and Me. Whenever one of the brothers would open a can of anything, I think they would all pretty much pretend it was a beer, and they're like, "Yeah, grip it and rip it, bro. Like, chug it down, shotgun it, etc." It was very funny. A very funny bit they did. They only did it for maybe like 3 episodes or so that I can remember, but always funny. I don't think I often open cans during my actual videos. Probably have, I don't know. Please pardon this interruption. I'll be quick. I forgot what I was doing. Funny that somebody who obviously really hasn't played, well, maybe it seems obvious, but hasn't played an MMORPG like this, where free companies, guilds, etc., whatever they're called in the game, sometimes need to just remove people who have been inactive for a long time. So they'll see like 4 people in a row getting kicked out of the free company. Like, did they do something wrong? It's like, no, they're just... this one in particular... Actually, I have not... I joined this one because I was in another free company. I told them I was going to be gone for 45 days or 47 days or whatever. They said, okay, that's fine. It's under the 60-day limit. You won't be kicked. I told... That was in both the Discord channel for them, for their free company, and in the game itself. And then I came back, and I said I was back. I had been kicked out of the free company, and I said I was back in the Discord, and then never got an invite to come back. But I don't do things with the free company. I like the benefits. Like right now, EXP earned through crafting is increased. I have done very, very, very seldom. Like I want to level. I want to experience the game. I want to go through the storylines. That's pretty much it. I'm not like level capped on all of my jobs like anybody would be who's been playing like years longer than I have. I've only been playing since, according to YouTube, no. I've been playing longer than I've been making videos. Because I had other characters before I made Mercy. But I made Mercy specifically to make videos of the entire storyline, and then the storylines for the jobs and whatever. Sorry, I digress. Oboro, to continue. Master Kamui rarely accepts visitors, but the elders have assured me he awaits our arrival. Do not ask me why, but they say he is particularly interested in seeing you, Tsubame. In any event, Plum Spring is but a short and pleasant flight away. When you are ready to depart, pray speak to the falconer over there. Yeah. Ready to ride? Yes. Aw. Oh, we did get to ride on the falcon. Return. No. Damn it, we don't get to ride on the falcon. Lame. Have I come here for another reason before? Oh, I really want to do this. No, I don't. Well, is that the tigers? Yeah, that one would be fine. But there's no one. Kamui is a bald man. He does have like facial hair around the chin, no sideburns, but like the hair goes up to the ear and like all across the chin line. I don't think he has yeah, he does have a mustache that's unconnected to the beard. Gray hair. Mustache unconnected to the beard hair. And sitting on a rock, it's just like white robes. It does seem to have some brown underneath. Some sandals. And a black like belt sash kind of thing tied across. Here we go. Talk to Oboro to continue. This is the esteemed Master Kamui. I can scarcely wait to hear what words of enlightenment he would share with us. Cutscene. A thousand apologies for the intrusion, Master Kamui. It is I, Oboro. I have come seeking knowledge of Master Sasuke and the founding of our village. If it would not be an imposition, pray share with us your great wisdom. His head snaps up. Obo, who? I don't know any Obo. My back. Every word I speak is a dagger in me. No, this won't do it all. I'll be needing my medicine. The usual, that is. Liver of the Yangtze tiger, horn of a rhino beetle, claw of a doman weasel. Yes, that always does the trick. Yes, I simply cannot carry on a conversation in such pain, so be on your way, boys. You stay here, my little swallow, and keep an old man company. Oh, gosh. He's that kind of guy. Tsubame just bows. For every word being a dagger in him, he sure likes his prattling, says Jacke. Oboro, where have I heard that name before? Enlightenment, my arse. This old coot's a real piece of work, says Jacke. Oboro, oh yes, the dim little boy who could never quite match the wits and skills of his friend Karasu. Oboro's like taken aback, stunned. Yes, that is I. It is my honor to bring you the medicine you seek, master. Forgive me, friend, but it seems we have little choice but to indulge the master. Between the three of us, hopefully it will not prove too trying a task. Let us return to Namai. Sure. Sure thing, buddy boy. Cutscene pans up and goes black. We'll talk to Oboro to continue. Playing errand boy for Master Kamui. What a splendid turn of events. In any event, let us split up and make short work of this. I will hunt down a Yongxian tiger. Captain Jack, pray see to the rhino beetle horn. Mercy, I would entrust the Doman Weasel Claw to you. My apologies for troubling you with such a menial task, but I fear Master Kamui is nothing if not stubborn. In any event, let us return here when we have found what he seeks. Okay. Don't really care. I had to kill 2 large treants for the Black Mage quest, so... And I started trying to do it with the freaking AoE rotation, which was stupid. If you are a tank, anything 2 or more is better to do AoE on, as far as my calculations have usually proven. However, if you're a DPS, it's better to do 3 or more and sometimes 4 or more. But 2, you just gotta do your single target. It's just way better. Can I sneak you? Do I want to sneak you? Does it matter if I sneak you? Why not? The Doman Weasel, by the way, is like basically a bear. Just FYI. We will save time. I've prattled on here and there. I'm gonna teleport back to Namai for 100. Like I said in the previous video, I have a lot of other stuff I want to do today before the week resets. So, we have Oboro to continue with. Ah, mercy, I trust you were able to produce a weasel claw. Hand over the big old weasel claw. Thank you, friend. I am pleased to report that Captain Jack and I were also successful in our hunts. Let's return to Plum Spring and hope that Master Kamui is feeling more talkative. If it's all the same to you lads, I'll be staying here, thank you kindly. I'm like as not to give that old coot a clout in the knob, and I reckon your elders wouldn't take kindly to that. Ride the Falcon to Plum Spring. I understand, Captain Jack, I understand completely. So this is protected by, again, impassable without a flying mount, tall rock formations. Kind of mostly pyramidal, but also some just like straight up like cylindrical looking. And there's water, kind of like Crater Lake kind of a thing. Just there's water in here. It has nowhere else to go if it rains, you know. So there's kind of a springs, you know. Not hot springs, just springs. Kamui and Tsubame seem to be talking, and I'm going to talk to Jacke to continue. Is it just me, or does Master Kamui seem rather spry, given his condition? No matter, let us give the man what he asked for. Cutscene. Oh, my favorite medicine never fails to put a spring in an old man's step. But, Master Kamui, we have not begun to boil the... Forgive me. What I mean to say is, it warms my heart to see you well. So it was Sasuke's secret mission you wished to hear of, my boy? Let me see what I remember. It was oh so long ago. Once upon a time in Hingashi, in the time they called the Age of Blood, there lived a man named Hanzo the First, leader of the Kage Kakushi... Oh, I did that pretty well. Kage Kakushi clan. He crafted a summoning mudra of terrifying power. Many a warlord did covet this power, that they might wield it to unify the warring states under their rule. Hanzo would hear nothing of it. Time and again he turned down prestigious posts and untold riches, declaring that the mudra would be used only in defense. He recorded his knowledge on a single scroll and sealed it away far from the eyes of man. Sometime later, a vagabond came to Kage Kakushi. After the villagers nursed him back to health, Vagabond. Nursed him back to health, he explained that he had fled across the sea from the land of Doma to escape the reign of a tyrant. So it was that Hanzo I, moved deeply by the traveler's story, called upon Sasuke, his most trusted protege, to carry the forbidden knowledge across the Ruby Sea and bring freedom to the people of Doma. The cutscene pans to some thin trees, but with like pink, purple flowers, leaves all over them, all over the like the thin branches and whatever. Sasuke wielded the power but once, such was its power. In a matter of moments, the tyrant's army crumbled before its might, and the Doman people at last knew freedom. But Sasuke felt that his job was not yet done. He resolved to remain in Doma and established a village here, that he might train his new countrymen to carry on his legacy and pass down the art of ninjutsu to future generations. That is the untold story of our village's origins. As for the forbidden mudra by whose power Doma's freedom was won, who can say why our ancestor feared it so? All that we know is that he was not content to merely seal the scroll away, but took his blade in hand and sliced it clean in two. One piece was presented as an offering to the king of Doma in celebration of the nation's newfound freedom. The other he sealed away in his village, our village, never again to see the light of day. I suspected as much. Master Sasuke was no traitor or deserter, but a shinobi of honor. Even at the time, it is said that Hanzo I told none other of Sasuke's true mission. Though unfortunate, it is little surprise that today, centuries later, his descendants see Sasuke as little more than a traitor who stole away with their greatest treasure and fled to a foreign land. Thank you, Master Kamui. This has proved more enlightening beyond my wildest hopes, he says as he bows. Glad to hear it, boy, but don't think I'll take kindly to you interrupting my blissful enlightenment again. As for you, my little swallow, you're welcome to come back anytime, he says to Tsubame. Jacke comes with, I can't remember her name. It's the coral lady with the, like, yellow irises and pinkish, grayish hair. Princess Yuki? We'll see in a second. Sorry to interrupt your lecherous prattle, but the princess here's got news to share, and I'm afraid it ain't of the good variety. Yuki, it is, okay. Oboro, we must move quickly. Our men of field have reported that the Kage Kakushi clan musters their forces in full, and means to march on Doma. No doubt Hanzo has figured out where the other half of the scroll lies. There is no time to lose. We must return at once and prepare to defend the village. Nods all around. There's a bat that nobody notices was watching us. We talk to Oboro to finish the quest. Tsubame has gone to deliver the news to the elders. Meanwhile, Princess Yuki makes for the Ruby Seas to look out for the Kage Kakushi army's approach. We know not the size of our foe's army, nor their strength, only that both are formidable, and then some. Suffice it to say, we will be tested as never before. In what time we have, I implore you to devote yourself to your training as if our very lives depended on it, for surely they do. 108,000 experience points, 1131 gil. Next quest at level 70 as normal. And I will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed, and hope you enjoy whatever you watch next, whether it be mine or someone else's. Bye-bye for now.